Well, hello everyone. This week I come to you from the southeast corner of our building back in the outside area near the chapel. I come to you from this spot because this is the area of which we have talked a lot about potentially building a columbarium to have niches for permanent resting places for people who have died, and perhaps even a scatter garden. You probably heard a lot of talk about this over the last year and a half. We've had Sunday school classes, information sessions about all this. We even had plans drawn up and drawings made to proceed and move forward with all of this process and potential ministry. However, one of the aspects of doing this was that we discovered that such plans needed approval from the Cleveland Metro Parks. It turns out that when the Lutheran denomination bought this property back in the late 60s, early 70s, it contained sort of a rider. And that rider said that if this property ceased to be a church, that the land would go back to the Metro Parks. So therefore, things that happen on the property that are big in terms of close to property lines or building projects or permanent places that are built need approval from the Metro Parks. Well, I'll summarize a lot of months of work in a few sentences. Basically, the Metro Parks has ruled against us having such a thing, a columbarium or any type of scatter garden on this site, because if someday we would cease to be a church, the property would go to the state because it is sort of classified under the cemetery guidelines and not back to the Metro Parks. So to protect their self-interest, if you will, they are against anything happening. After getting some opinions from others that have some legal background, it seems as though in order for us to proceed, we definitely would have to go down the legal road, and we have heard that it might be a long shot to prevail. And so I want to thank everyone who's been involved in this process, as we have decided, at least at this point in time, to sort of table this direction for ministry. I know people have put a number of hours in this. We had a person make drawings. We've had a number of discussions, and I want to thank all those involved in pursuing this possibility. It's frustrating, quite honestly, that it has come to this, but this is where we are. In other church news, as we now are past the middle point of January, we are now looking ahead to the church season of Lent. Ash Wednesday will be on February 17th. For that day, our plan is now to have an in-person worship service at noon on Ash Wednesday, and then a parking lot service, much like we did at Christmas Eve, at 7 o'clock with Holy Communion that will take place in our parking lot, much like the Christmas Eve services, though we're hoping for a little bit better weather and a little bit of winds and snow not to be so strongly present. But then again, who knows? Also, just a reminder that we continue to do other ministries. The adult class on the Acts of the Apostles continues each Sunday after our in-person worship. Sunday school for younger ages will be looking at something to do again around the Lenten season, so watch out for that. We continue to collect items for the Redeemer Crisis Center and our Oasis partner in ministry in Akron. Those containers still remain outside the church facility, so you can get to them at any time. Thank you for all the outreach and all the things that you do. In the meantime, take care, dear church.